Imagine being one of our ancestors hundreds of thousands of years ago. The sun has set, the night is cold and dark, and predators lurk around you, ready to attack. You have no light, nothing to warm yourself, and no way to cook food. Life was incredibly tough, until fire was discovered. This is one of the most extraordinary inventions in human history, a true turning point that changed everything. But how did it happen? And what incredible benefits did it bring to our ancestors? Fire existed in nature long before humans learned to use it. Lightning struck trees and set them ablaze. Volcanic eruptions spewed flames, and even friction between flammable materials could generate sparks. For thousands of years, our ancestors observed fire with curiosity and fear, aware of its destructive power. But at some point, someone had a brilliant idea. What if, instead of running from the flames, they learned to control them? The earliest archaeological evidence of fire use by hominins dates back to about 1.5 million years ago. However, the most certain evidence of regular fire use can be found in the Wonderwerk cave in South Africa, dating back to around 1 million years ago. Here, scientists discovered charred bones and other burnt materials, suggesting that early humans were already learning to harness fire for their benefit. At first, humans didn't know how to start a fire. They likely gathered flames from natural wildfires and tried to keep them alive as long as possible, protecting them in caves or pits dug into the ground. Only after many attempts and observations did they discover methods to generate fire independently, rubbing dry sticks together or striking flint stones to create sparks. It is believed that early humans experimented with different materials, realizing that certain types of wood, such as dry cedar or pine, produced better results when rubbed together. Some of the earliest fire-starting techniques involved using bow drills, where a stick was rapidly rotated against a wood base to generate enough friction to ignite small shavings. The invention of fire was a monumental shift. For the first time, humans could decide when and where to have light and warmth, no longer relying on natural events. They could also explore colder regions, significantly expanding their territory and adapting to different climates. The use of fire radically transformed the lives of our ancestors. One of the most important effects was on diet. Cooking food made it easier to chew and digest, eliminating harmful bacteria and parasites. This allowed the body to absorb more nutrients with less effort, freeing up energy that contributed to the development of the human brain. Some scientists even argue that without fire, human intelligence wouldn't have evolved to the level we see today. Additionally, fire provided protection from nocturnal predators, creating a safety barrier that allowed humans to sleep more peacefully. Having fire at night meant fewer threats from wild animals and a significant increase in survival rates. This also allowed humans to develop more structured sleeping patterns, which in turn helped improve cognitive abilities. But that's not all. Lighting a fire also meant having a gathering place for the community, fostering socialization, communication, and likely the development of language. Sitting around a fire may have encouraged early storytelling, knowledge sharing, and the creation of myths and traditions that were passed down through generations. Did you know that the ability to control fire changed the social structure of human groups? Some studies suggest that, thanks to fire, people began gathering in the evenings to share stories and plan for the future. In a way, fire marked the beginning of culture and knowledge transmission. And it doesn't stop there. Some experiments have shown that chimpanzees, our closest relatives, carefully observe fire and can remember its behavior, avoiding touching it and even predicting where it might spread. This suggests that our ability to understand and use fire may have much older roots than we think. Another fascinating fact is that fire played a crucial role in tool making. The process of heat treating stone tools, particularly flint, made them sharper and more durable. Archaeologists have found evidence that early humans used fire to harden wooden spears, making them stronger and more effective for hunting. Today, we take fire for granted. We light it with a simple match or by pressing a button on the stove. But if you think about it, without fire, we wouldn't have cooking, metallurgy, energy, or even combustion engines. It is one of the most important inventions ever made by humans and remains fundamental to our survival. Beyond its historical significance, fire is still a key element in modern industries. Welding, glassmaking, and even space exploration rely on the controlled use of fire and heat. In fact, NASA has studied how flames behave in microgravity to improve fire safety in space missions. Fire was a gift of nature that humanity learned to harness, to transform its existence. From prehistory to the present day, it has accompanied us in every stage of our evolution. It allowed us to cook, stay warm, build communities, and develop technology. The next time you light a candle or a campfire, take a moment to reflect on how this discovery made our civilization possible. Thanks for watching this video on top inventions and discoveries. Did you enjoy it? Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which invention you'd like us to explore next. See you next time.